Hi. How you guys? How are you doing? You know what I got to do? I got to pop right over and just make sure that the connection. Here we go. There we are. We're up. All right. Happy Sunday. How are you guys doing? I'm sorry if you can hear my husband. I think he's on call, so you're going to hear this uh, notification sometimes in the background, or not, hopefully, but you might. If you do, my apologies. And hopefully, not too much bouncing here, moving around, because I am on a bed. All right. So, how you guys doing? You having a good Sunday? Yeah. Yeah. I'm exploring color. Ring, 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 ring. Hey, Clarence, how you doing? It's good to see you in the chat. And Ron, Priscilla, and Yalicia. What a beautiful name. Um, Kaya, Gina, and Bethany, Priscilla. Just want to make sure I get my shout outs. You also, thank you so much for tuning in here. I'm just getting kind of warmed up. I've got my coffee, and I've got my daughter gets me these from 7-Eleven. It's liquid death. I'm going to drink liquid death. It's actually really good water from the Alps, drinking water from the Alps, and they should really front me, sponsor me. Thank you, Mimi Rose. I felt I had extra time. I actually thought that, you guys know that I'm a bit scatty sometimes. Sorry about that. Anyway, I thought that my live was at 1. For some reason, I don't know, my brain wanted to put it at 1. So I was just thinking, okay, all this morning, like I've got to be ready by 1, which was perfectly fine. But then I realized it's Sunday. It's 3. It's 3. So it's like, oh, wow, I have extra time to chill out. Yes, it's actually very good. And they have it in sparkling. Seriously, it says murder your thirst. But it's really good. This is the still with the white background. The sparkling, I think, has a blue background. But it's really good, actually. So I needed to get more water, and she thinks it's a hoot to buy this for me. Murder your thirst. So anyway, I've got that there. If I get thirsty, I'll be making sure I stay fully hydrated. And I encourage you all to try to remember to do that. There's nothing worse than being dehydrated. It makes you feel bad. I'm probably dehydrated right now. Just kidding. I hope not, but you never know. So I might be throwing on my wonderful heating pad, which I recommend to anybody and everybody. One that goes over your shoulders, up over your back, that if you need to lay down and just curl up in a fetal position, yeah, that's the one for you. I swear to God, I use this. I've got all a variety of decks around me now. Today arrived my newest edition, which is another Dame Darcy or Dom Darcy deck, which is the Queen Alice Tarot, and it's really cool. It is hard to actually keep hydrated. You know what? You don't realize it. Anyway, I love her humor and her artistry, and this deck is beautiful. And it's the Queen Alice Tarot by Dame Darcy. I also like her Witchy Cat. I've got that one as well. Anyway, it's weird. I have a really symbiotic whatever vibe going on with her decks and stuff. Hey, Sheila, good to see you in here. And Shield Maiden, hey. Cartomancy Mesquite, hey, hey, hey. Good to see you. You like my sunflower earring? Yeah, I do too. There's an indigenous one. She beaded these. I should get and put that up here. I know I have to look through my Etsy thing. But anyway, if you go on Etsy and you see these, These are unique. She does these. I just unfortunately don't have at hand today her details, but I'll get it back in here. It's a good reason to go back and look. The Witchy Cat deck is amazing. If you like this deck is a little more tamed down, and the Witchy Cat's a little more twitchy, actually, in a way, but not as quite as twitchy in the artwork as Shadowlands. It's just got such character to it, and it's unique. It's really unique. You can sense this different vibe, different, different deck, different vibe. So, but really cool. Yes. Oh, Allie. Oh, it's good to see her here. Yes, Heart and Soul Connected. If that's another, please make sure that you're subscribed, Heart and Soul Connected, to Ron, Unconditional Love, and anyone that's, in my chat here that's got a channel, and Sheila, because our numbers go up and down. They bounce our numbers. I'm getting that bouncy stuff again now, Sheila, too. In my numbers, they're doing that to me again. It's like, oh, okay. So annoying. And I've also got the Storyteller or Story Cards. These are really good by Kathy Nichols. So I'll be using these too. And I highly recommend these. I think they're very good for intuitive work. And if you like color, a lot of color, it really catches a mood. And hopefully you'll be able to see me at some point, if not today, at some other point using this deck. But I have a feeling I'm going to be using different decks. I could be wrong. So in any case, I've got quite a few different ones around me. So yes, please, if you're here, please put the thumbs up for me. Oh, you love this. I have that. I'm like that too, Bethany. She says I'm a cat witch down to my little gothy toes. Oh, that's so cute. I feel that way too. I feel that way. So Mimi Rose is here as well. And Gina, thank you so much. Bright Smiles. Hello. Good to see you. So I hope that if you're here, I hope that you put your questions just in case. Up at the top of the chat, there should be a link pinned. Do we have that? Yes. And in case you're new here, if you click on that link, it will take you to my questions area where you can leave a question. This is to keep your questions from being deleted and that they have a chance to be read on. So hoping, against hope, that's where you go. If you have a question, you can still go there. I think I've only got a few questions, so maybe 4 or 5. So just click that link at the top. If you have a question, it could be personal, it can be public, based, doesn't matter. And I'll be happy to read on it. I'm just going to make my way, not like I'm going anywhere, but I'm just going to make my way to that list, that content. So let's see where we go. Bear with me, because literally Bear is here. And when I get to yakking, doing these readings, she likes to talk. So this is another reason why this channel is very much named after her. Inspired by Daily. Okay. There we go. It's the one with the newt bending, the goddess, sky goddess. If you're just wanting some confirmation, I use that imagery. Okay, yeah, we got a few more here. Okay, all right, I'm going to refresh it, and I'm just going to dig into it and see how we go. All right, I'm going to start from the top. So we have P44 Chippo's question. Spirit guides and ancestors have said I have a divine gift, talent, and I need to use it to serve my divine purpose and help the communities and society. What is it? Thank you, Maya. Oh, this person is so sweet. You want a shortcut. I don't know if they're going to allow that, but you know how they are, ancestors and stuff. We can try. So this is great. We have some cool questions here as usual. I'm just kind of quickly looking. La 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 la. Oh yeah, I have to go over to another. Here we go. All right, I'm bringing on the first question from the list. P44 Chippo, if you're here. All right. So let's see which one. I think maybe the storyteller or the story card deck. Of course, I never get it exactly, so I always have to put my be a little bit off. That's me, a little off center, especially without my glasses. But they're right there. Okay. Definitely, we'll bounce back and forth, eh, Sheila? I understand. It's a hard thing when you got a channel, never-ending work. It's good work. It's great work to do. That's why it's like, oh, maybe I'm not taking enough time for my life outside. Sometimes. But I'm good. All right. So story cards. All right. That's what I'm using, in case you're curious. Really nice deck. Kathy Nichols. With Kathy with the C. All right. So want to know what P44 Chippos can we get an idea on their unique gift? They're having a hard time, I guess, being objective, and that's understandable. So let's see if we can shed some light. So we're kind of like long distance dialing into the ancestors. Hey, mine and me. And I'm asking the intercession of the creator. Of course, now we have, this is what my neighborhood's become. Sounds like the inner city. It didn't used to. I can't wait to move. Too noisy for me. I'm too sensitive for this shit. Anyway. Let's see if we can get it. Okay, P44 Chippos spiritual gift. Is there a unique spiritual gift that I'm sure they have it, but can you give us one that they need to really develop, work with, that they're meant to, their calling? Help me more or less to understand what that is. So I give thanks to the Most High and the ancestors and our spiritual mentors to answer this question for P44 Chippo. Sorry about all the background noise. All right. Shut the front door. God, I hate that. Okay. I have sat here for nearly 2 hours without this front door coming open. Now, all of a sudden, I do a live, and we have to have in and out with the doors, of course. All right. What is P44 Chippo's spiritual gift that they need to develop? And I ask for their ancestors and mine to help me interpret what that is with these cards right now. Okay. Get the card of magic. All right. So that's certainly a gift. And you might ask yourself what magic is. Is it an illusion? Delusion? Is that, what is that? And that's a very, cynical look at what magic is. It's actually working in sync as far as I'm concerned. Thank you so much, Doris Smith, for that super sticker. I really appreciate that. And Bethany, thank you so much. I think it's our skill to work in sync actually with the universe and this planet, to remember our placement, to remember who we are, and that we're part of a greater, um, overall. So you're able to, I feel like you've got a wide channel that you can choose out of that from self-reliance. But you especially could teach people uniquely how to be more self-reliant than they think they can be. This would be very beneficial to their sense of self-worth. So you would be, it's like you're also meant to be a little bit of a coach, a bit of somebody that coaches other people in ways that you've experienced and know that you've expanded from where you had been. People will respect that. So that magic is very powerful medicine. Other people want to know, many people want to know how to be more self-reliant. And this self-reliance isn't just a physical thing. It's self-reliant emotionally, self-reliant on all levels. The artist. That you are the master. Okay? You can't blame it on anyone else. This is you conducting things. You just either have to make conscious ownership of what you create or manifest or not. And people, it's like waking people up to the fact that they're the ones that have the greatest control if they just and it's really hard for us to break a lot of patterns that have taught us not to become more independent, especially not to dare think independently and make someone uncomfortable with deviating from their norm, or whatever they think that is. Again, hello, if you're just joining me. So I feel like there's a great deal of you just can read people. And this is something that you need to develop by spiritual counsel. That you can do that through use of the cards or any divination tool, or not, just having a sitting with people. But you should do it. And, work out that muscle, flex that one out, which is going to be something that you can expand from in a lot of different directions where your spiritual growth is concerned. And it benefits the community, and it encourages free thinking and more creativity, and it brings healing up, and it helps the community to be more creative in their own self-healing. That's what I got. Ba-boom. So I hope that makes some sense to you, because I just felt like I channeled that and like it was really easy to do. So I feel like I'm tuned in, and in other words, I hope you take that, this seriously. Okay. Because I really feel Spirit's serious about that. All right. Now, Bright Smiles, your question is next. I am going to refresh this from time to time. If you leave a question and it's not 2 minutes to the end of my stream, do remind me if I don't get to it, okay? Because sometimes you might post while I'm answering something and I didn't remember to refresh this page, because it's kind of hard it's a real talent to multitask on lives. You have to have a very logical part of your brain operating and then a very fluid part of your brain operating. So it's a very interesting, challenging, but cool thing to do. And it does take some getting the knack of. So I beg your pardon while I do this. I attempt to do this. Okay. Bright Smiles. Okay, this is interesting. So Maya, I've had some blinking lights and pictures falling from the wall as I approached it. Is it my mom or relatives trying to reach me? And I just thought, or is it your own inverted uh, ability. Like, could this be poltergeist from your own repressed spiritual energy? If you are not wanting to use it and you have it, sometimes you can create this yourself. But let's just see. Let's see if it's connected to you or if it's not. Hi, Chris. I will certainly look at your sister's case. Can you take that question, Chris, and just copy and paste it on there's a link at the top of the chat. And if you click that link, it's going to take you where you can, where your question will remain so I can see it. It won't disappear in the chat log. So just click at that link at the top, cut and paste your question and post it on that link, if you would. If you've already did, thank you. And Danette Hoke, I meant to say hello to you. All right. Oh, that was for Ron? Yeah. So if you just, as J-Lo is coming down the aisle in her best, like, gear, she's telling you just to make sure that you go to the top and post your, it's okay. It takes a while. You get used to it after a while. No need to apologize, but I do appreciate your, sincerity. It's nice. And Tiba, hello, love. So good to see you. It's always good to have you in the house. And for those of you that are joining in, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I am having to ask for donations for some of these readings, if somebody would be so kind. I am having a donation. What do you call that? It says down there in this running thing here. I'm having to replace 2 roofs. It's like $20,000. And that was money to move. You know, what you gonna do? You're gonna work. You're gonna hustle. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna work your ass off. This storm just really, that came through, that first one, really about put a landslide also at the back of the unit. So I was lucky, and I hope that stays. So anyhow, I appreciate your being here. Thank you so much. And it's always a privilege. It really is to read for other people. They're putting their trust in you, and I take that seriously. I'm not perfect. I don't get things perfect all the time. Nobody does. And if they say they do, run for the hills. So I hope you will leave your question. Make sure it's like as focused as it can be for the best results. And just leave it on the question page, which is linked at the top of the chat. There's a pinned URL. Just click on it, and that will take you where you can just put your question. And I try to do that now. I try to, this method seems to be the best, and I'm trying to keep that on the regular as much as I can. It just seems to make the lives go a little smoother. And I like that because I feel like I can give a better reading to people. Okay. But I don't want anybody who doesn't know that, who comes in here and doesn't know that, to feel bad. I just want them to know that this is how I'm going to be doing it, and just jump on board. Okay. So, bright smiles. Now now I feel ready to tap into you. Okay? So don't freak out. It's just me. Black Cat, Maya. And thank you for allowing me to read on you. Okay. I have a feeling the first thing that came to my mind was maybe there's some frustrated energy, that ability that you have that might be manifesting this, but let's just take a look. My mom sometimes gets this, and it's because she's a sensitive and she's like, and my daughter has the same thing. That's why I was like thinking, let's just check her energy. But I'm just going to ask your ancestors to work with mine and me and the Most High. Let's see what the answer to this question is. What is the source of this, and what do they need to do no matter what? Uncertainty. This is not trusting completely. All right. Between worlds. I'm thinking it's your own ability. Let's hold this thought, okay? Even if you're like going, no, Queen, you get the card of a queen. And this is uncertainty of your own power. Bright smiles. As a woman, you are a queen, but there's some power that you're not owning, all right? It could, I can see how you would be uncertain with this queen, also be your mom, as you said, or a relative, female relative, quite possibly, maybe both. But maybe they're trying to get your attention with this message. That I get for sure. Let's see. What were your mother's initials? Did she have an M, initial M in her name? Like MF, just by chance? It's just some initials on this card. On this queen, she's got this heart. And there, MF. I don't know. That's an off chance. Chris, just click the link at the top, the very tip top of the comments, roll it all the way up, scroll to, you can't scroll anymore, and you'll see a pinned comment by me, and it's just a URL, okay? It's just an address, and you'll see, like, it's right at the start. They are great. I really do love them, Sheila. Box of Rain. This is just a temporary, this is about speaking about a difficult cycle of time, but it's going to give way. It's enduring a difficult cycle that is going to end. And you get the card of work. This is like inner city, like your place of work. Maybe a bad time at work. Or with regard to employment, there's wisdom. Then there's someone that's going to be willing to help you out, is what I'm getting. So this is someone with knowledge or skills, maybe in job placement or just in a certain industry that you might excel or qualify, be good at. So I see someone doing you a solid there. And if you pay attention, J-Lo often will simultaneously, and I welcome everyone to do it. If you have a deck of cards or a pendulum or whatever you use, feel free to community read. Just put what you're getting, like J-Lo is. And she does the Lenormand. Your grandma was M-A-H. Oh my God. Well, then I think we know that's close enough to me. That's weird. Even to put it in a ballpark of possibility is interesting, but that it fits almost. And so that gets my attention. And that's not usual, I think that definitely we're getting a nod toward your grandmother then. And is there some uncertainty? Maybe she's drawing uncertainty, your attention to some uncertainty, some negativity around employment or work. But she's letting you know, giving you hope and wisdom that some is going to be shared with you. Wisdom will be shared with you that will help you where work is concerned or the employment issues. That see how the dark gives way to the light? Again, like kind of the similarity with the message of the box of rain. You've gone through a cycle, but she's saying that's ending. And please thumbs up if you're here. And thank you for being here. And she's saying there's opportunity coming. And this color here is a higher vibration. So it's maybe something better. And it's going to be, there's travel involved. Okay, somehow. Travel may, who knows, be the catalyst. Maybe you go camping and you see a place and you think, I wonder what kind of jobs are here. I don't know. But I think no matter what, she's definitely wanting you to own your own power, to have faith in it. And that you don't want to make any kind of negative time worse, because you have to pull what you can through and be strong and know that that cycle is not indefinite, as hard as it may be. And to, like, believe in yourself. You know, she's giving you like a punch in the shoulder kind of thing. That's the feeling I'm getting. And a punch in your shoulder to kind of like, girl, believe in yourself. You strong woman. You just haven't had the opportunity to shine, is what I get. And you might find that in a different area. You might need to actually physically, with that travel card, go to a different spot. I don't know. It might be just that would be catalyzing and helping you to expand your horizon in some way with employment. There's help. And then there's balance and surfer. Okay. So I think she's definitely saying that, you know, this is definitely saying be the queen that you are. Uncertainty is kind of normal, but just have faith and know that bad times don't last forever. Good, hearted folks do. So at the end of the day, just keep your faith to get you through the dark bits. There's help on the way, because she shows that there's somebody going to be coming into your path that you're going to cross paths with, and there's going to be an opportunity where perhaps employment's concerned. Ron's going crazy. He's having popcorn. Woo-hee! I get it stuck in my teeth. But my big horsey teeth. But anyway, you've got balance and you've got surfer. So I think there's going to be greater freedom, a better fit with this, some kind of new employment opportunity that's coming for you, where there's opportunity to do work, where it just feels really good. And she just wants you to acknowledge, yeah, this has been a crap period, but it looks like you've had a hard time that way. Yes, that's fine, Chris. I'll find it. And if not, you can just simply paste it again and I'll pick it up. Not a problem. That's right. I love that. I like to eat like a Reese's peanut butter cup and popcorn at the same time. Is my favorite thing ever. Well, almost. One of them. Okay. Let's see. Let's go and get... My voice is kind of extra scratchy today. I apologize. So I think you have bright smiles, a bit of both going on. I think you've got encouragement from I think your grandmother and the matriarchal side of your family, to really exercise more of your strength and to go outside of your comfort zone a bit, where you find inspiration in a place where you like the energy of. Maybe it's your own I just feel like there's some energy you need to attend to with confidence and trust. And when you get to feeling like, oh, I don't know, lean into your ancestors, lean into her, talk to her, because she's really green lighting you. It looks like actually physically going to another place and possibly getting some sort of wisdom or teaching or training for something that you're going to like better. There's like a better opportunity coming. So just let me know how that works out. And that really, and she just wants you to know that acknowledgement. She knows that you've gone through a difficult time, possibly with work or employment, and she's letting you know that good things are coming. Not to despair. This is ending. This bad cycle, tough cycle, really challenging cycle. And it could be stress. Also, I think when my mom gets stressed and my daughter gets stressed, that's when the activity kicks up. Take note, write down how you're feeling at that time. And if you're just feeling normal and fine, sometimes I can still do that. You might be really good at suppressing it. Just give it a thought. It is a possibility. It just was the first thing that came to me, and I don't wonder. All right. Let me see if Chris's question made it on here. Kimberly B. There's Chris. Yes. Okay, Chris. It's all good in the neighborhood. We got it. We got it. And again, thank you to all who are joining me. I thank you so much. And just to let you know that Palo Santo, I clear my space, and I consider also your space that you're sitting in. And whether you know it or not, it gets Palo Santo'd as well. Anytime you join me. All right. So, Kimberly B., what do my guides and angels want me to know? All right. What do my guides and angels want me to know? Paste. Zataran's Creole seasoning adds a bit of that tang. Aspie. Zatarans. Oh, I'm so fly. That sounded like a barking seal. All right, Kimberly. Kimberly B., what do my guides want? Oops. I'm going to use also, I feel very comfortable using these story cards right now. They feel like they are ready for this job. So, Kimberly, you want to know what your guides, your angels, your spiritual mentors want to bring to your attention. I'm glad, firstly, that you're letting them have a voice. I can understand sometimes it's hard for us to, that's why the use of these tools is really good. Or sometimes it's still very difficult to read for oneself. But I'm glad that you are including them, because that's how you build a better bond to where you can better sense what they're, giving you. And hopefully even you do readings that you might better understand for yourself, because that really helped my self-help, my growth. I highly recommend it to people. Just do it in your own speed, totally. Workbook, though, worked well for me. You can pick it up and work away. And it really has helped me a lot as a human being, I believe. Okay. So Kimberly B's guides, what do you have to share? Wildflower. They want you to be a little bit more eccentric. Embrace that part of your nature. Let it out. Shine, 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 shine. Be that unique you in the world. Don't be afraid to wear bold colors or be you, laugh a little too long, whatever it is that you do that's, uniquely you. And let her shine. Kindred, they're definitely here. They're here for you. This is the kindred card. This is your kinfolk. This is your ancestors. This is them. Definitely got the ancestors right here. Kindred and spirit. And there's this on this building, you can't really see it too well, but it says, lovey to your heart. Love to your heart. It says on the building. It's kind of hard to make out. And I don't know that this camera will do it. No, you're just going to hurt your eyes trying to look at that. But another interesting thing on this kindred card and with the wildflower is the bird's cage is open. The door is open, but the bird is just kind of waiting to come out. See the little red bird? This bright, bold birdie, that's you. And I think they want you to make sure to not subvert your unique wackiness and your unique appreciation of color or self-expression. And that can be, in your hair and how you dress. That's important for you. So they'd like you to expand that a little bit brighter, a little bit perkier, happier. And that makes a lot of sense because when we do that, we lift our energy. Our energy truly vibrates differently and you feel differently. You literally do feel differently. Don't tell me you don't, because you have certain tops and colors that you like. That's your first clue, because you go, oh, that looks, but also now go beyond your comfort zone of gray and black and dark green and go for something really that has a punch of color. I'm serious. They want you to open up and expand your horizons more, be a little more out there, because there's a part of you that needs that development. You are a wildflower. You are not meant to be dull. You are meant to, wear what you want to wear. That's bright or happy, even if everybody else around you is, all in black and gray. The fox. This is the trickster and fierce. Now, in this sense, people might look at you differently, but I think that, again, it's really a call to expand and be fiercely yourself and as colorful as you are. Maybe use colorful language. Maybe you just really want to wear some unique items. Maybe you have a keen, unique sense of fashion, Kimberly B, for all I know. But just, what it's definitely saying, you need to embrace who you really are. Don't make it take a back seat for anyone. And if they are, chances are, if you're doing so makes them feel uncomfortable, the problem lies within themselves. They just don't want anyone drawing attention away or getting attention that they're not getting. That's really the message. And soulfulness, it's really about embracing your own heart. Okay. And I think the more that you do that, the more you draw others to you. There is adoration. There's just this soulful, you'll feel more connected, I think, also to everyone else that you want to be connected to. Because the people that I think allow you to be uniquely you are definitely the people that are worthy of you. And you want to draw the right people to you. So there could be a change in friendships coming too. People that are not going to freak out or something with a change up of how you express yourself. I hope that this makes sense. Bear has a lot to say about this, and as she is giving herself a bath. Yes. What colors do you think, Bear? She's scratching now. Anyway, that's Bear's advice. So use your intuition, okay? And the artist, so it's definitely about being creative in your life. And that can start with just as the simple self-expression of the colors you wear. And because it feels like you want to be a little more out there. And I feel like there's this maybe an environment that really is really not okay with, they're going to give you the side eye. So that is really cool. They want you to step outside, Kimberly, and do your own fashion thing. There's something important with you doing that, and to embrace colors that vibe with you. I know that sounds really weird. You can only imagine how weird it feels to say it. But I have to risk daily being a fool. Okay, let's get to the next one. All right, and I'm gonna refresh. Okay, got that one. Luna Light. Luna Light, will I find the help I need in resolving the court case and proving the lies? Okay, well, let's take a look and see what we get. I hope so. I certainly do. Thank you so much, JR. And thanks to my mods always for troll sorting and helping people to be aware of what I'm doing while I'm trying to multitask other things. I have the great people here, and I'm very, very grateful for their friendship. Thank you, you guys. Okay, so now, did I not? Yeah, I didn't do it. Okay. There we are. We're getting towards yours, Chris. And I'm looking forward to reading on it too. So Luna Light, will I find the help I need in resolving the court case and proving the lies? Okay, so I ask the Most High and Luna Light's ancestors and spiritual mentors, and I certainly ask with hope that this be so, that they are able to resolve their court case and prove lies. How will this go for Luna Light? Rising. You're going to rise above it. You're going to rise above the lies and the BS. That's a good sign. And we get flow. This makes me feel comfortable. Not complacent, but mindful. Visionary. Manifested. Really have a meeting with your guides and work on it. Yes, look, mystic. Okay, get into your sacred space and chat with your guides, Luna Light, and let them know what you need, what the basics are, and allow them to help you, and release it to them to do. And as much as you might want to doubt or whatever, just allow the possibility that they will pull through, because I see them working with you, and they want you to do this some sort of visionary visualization of it working the way you need it to work out. Because it looks like you have a great deal of actual ability to manifest this. That's good. It's not always that way. So this is one of those deals. Nurture, coming to the crossroads, looks like 2 to me, and waiting. You're putting in your part. Joy. That's a really nice card. I really like that one. It's like sunshiny, cozy, happy, joy, and travel. Yep, sounds like it. So I say it will resolve, and it looks like you will be able to at least do well. I am so sorry you broke your neck and TBI. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I don't know whether you know it or not, but I'm a paraplegic as the result of a car accident. So I know so much in my own way, not certainly just, I don't know yours exactly, of course. Each experience is unique. But Kimberly, you got my heart, and I'm glad I saw the cards I saw for you. It looks like it's going to um, PayPal, really. Just make sure that you send it as a gift so that they don't take that initial fee out. Just make it as a gift because that's like a donation, and that's fine. Or Venmo, those will go. Cash App is a little more. I got to do a lot more maneuvering to get that into my bank account. Um, PayPal and Venmo, either one, very good, and I can get that money into my bank account. So that's a lot easier and going toward the home. Hi, Anua Banana. Forgive me. I'm going to get this right. I love the Harley. I do too. You know what? I felt like doing it. I thought I'm putting in the pigtails, man. I'm rebel. So I'm going to sit here and tell you to do the same thing. You know what? And within color, and there is vibration and energy. So, be aware of the colors that attract you and repel you. And you can do a lot of work with color. I love it. I like to paint in oil, especially, and I can't wait to do that again. All right. And Bethany says she got the 10 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and Four of Wands. Yep, stable. Yep. That's stability and security. And within regard to the public arena with that Four of Wands. Anyway, let me get on to the next question. Haiti. Okay, Haiti B. Gotta do my lipstick thing, or I don't. Oh, wait a minute. I have to come up from the bottom there. All right. Okay. Anne as an ant. Anua. Anna. Anua. Oh. I will just be fodder for your laughter. Okay. Whoa, Lordy. Here we go. All right. This demands some coffee and definitely some water too, probably. Definitely water. And probably another application of lipstick. I'm going to enjoy some liquid death right now. Anyone like to join me? Anyway. Oh, just kidding. Okay. You have to do some things to lighten up the heaviness, especially when you read about dark stuff. So, anyway, there was a Raiders football player driving recklessly under the influence on Monday. Oh dear. And his actions caused a horrible car accident in Las Vegas that killed a young woman, Tina Tinter. Where's the rest of my darn post? And her dog. Oh, one asshole. Sorry. Okay. He has been released from the football team and has been charged with 5 counts by the DA. He is not going to see the sunshine in a long time. What will be the possible outcome of Henry Ruggs III and Tina Tinter's family and case? Oh, it's a really sad situation for all families involved. Oh my God, it is. It is. All right. Well, let me get ready by getting the series lipstick on, because that will be distracting. I know it's crazy, but I have to do it. Feel free to reapply your own. Okay. It's just like anything. I have to be in the zone. This helps me get there, oddly enough. Helps me shift into that space. There. Oh, that's better. Think of Old English aunt. Aunt. Anua. Shameful. I'm shameful. Okay. So I'm to look at the outcome or possible outcome, because remember, things are fluid. Many things are fluid. Some things might be a little bit more set, but there's a lot that it really comes down to, and this is something that we all need to learn about, mastering our own will. You know, not having stupidity lead us around by the nose like this guy, or like whoever's yelling outside. Yay! Go away! You suck. All right, let's see. So I'd like to see what the results will be for the families of Henry Ruggs III and Tina Tinter. I mean, even if they put them, in there for life, as they are going to, I don't think anything can. That's such a devastating. That's a real punch in the stomach. Again and again, and every day that they wake up and that person's not there. Those people. That is some bad karma. It's also very tempting to want to look at what has he's clearly been not getting this issue dealt with. This doesn't just spring up overnight. Not usually. Usually there's a bit of a problem. Has it been covered up? And just now that he's killed somebody, they've let him go. Maybe? I don't, how was this? I'm curious. I know nothing about this man, this football player, but entitlement. Also, if they're doing that, they are sick, because that's really being sick with an addiction. That you disregard what you full well and know is a very dangerous thing to do. If you're going to be a drunk, be a conscientious drunk. Get a cab. But I think some people, once they get under the influence, something else can totally come in. Oh, Ron's rubbing it in. Did you make enough for everyone, Ron? Okay. So let's take a look and see what will the outcome be for the families of Henry and Tina. I see gratitude. This is the card of gratitude. I wonder if that will. Oh. And Queen. This feels like a mother-daughter connection. So I see gratitude and Queen. There's a mother that's going to be grateful. And I feel like that means we might hear her say she's grateful. It might end up, and that's not unusual. But in this case, she is very grateful, authentically grateful for some outcome that is yet to be. There was uncertainty. It looks like they will have had some uncertainty about how it was going to go. But this is explore. This is having to endure or to go outside of your comfort zone and work outside of your comfort zone and learn how to trust outside of your comfort zone. So if you look at them together, there's uncertainty and explorer. So I think exploring possibilities because they're uncertain of how it's going to go is a very, very likely theme. Okay. And frozen. To me, this is a bit of shock still. It takes such a long time if you've had a loved one suddenly killed to just try to wrap your head around that change in your life. Thank you so much, MK. Karen, thank you so much. And flow. So frozen, flow. So to me, this is definitely that message of that initial shock and then going through the process of the grief. You know, there's a lot of different stages. And I think right now it's letting us know that their family, that they're just operating. You know how you can well imagine if you enlist, and you know, many of us have actually done it, unfortunately. The artist, this is, I think, art and self-expression, creative self-expression will be very helpful to these families. Being involved in artwork, mural work for a cause, I think, in her name. Yeah, Sunshine Girl. So artist, Sunshine Girl. I don't know if one of these, if Tina was involved in the arts, it sure seems like it, or that she was naturally creative. I feel like she was radiant. She had a radiance about her. And I feel like that's being remembered, going to be remembered. Friendship. This to me feels like, you know, a memorial of some kind. And well-being. Friendship and well-being. And that she cared about her friends. There's going to be a beautiful memorial for I think, Tina and Henry. Especially I see Tina and beginnings and unity. So I feel like it's going to enable the family to move forward, which is the most important thing of all, no matter what. I'm sure everyone may not necessarily be happy, but I'm getting this reading because the majority, I think, of the family will be in that kind of headspace. So I hope that was helpful. I appreciate that. Thank you, MK Karen. I cannot wait to move out of this place. I'm so irritated most of the time by it. But, you know, it's got to keep things in perspective, right? Okay, so let me just. Okay, Taylin and then Chris. Okay, house on the market for 2 weeks due to divorce. Will it sell soon? Thanks. I think I did read on this, but I think it will. I think the right person's coming. Hello, Paula. Hey, how you doing? And Aspie. Oh, pork chops. He's talking about food right now. All right, I'm going to have to read the chat in a little bit. All right. Next question, Talon's, is about the house on the market and to see if it will sell pretty quickly. Let's just get a pulse on that. It's already been on the market for 2 weeks. Where do you live? Maybe people, don't tell us, but maybe people that are looking for a home, if you put the city, they might have a chance of getting a little bit more exposure out there for people for your home that you're trying to sell. All right, so let's ask. Ooh, crunchy crunch. It's like Rice Krispies. It's not, I got stenosis, so I have to excuse me. I've got to kind of, I got this, I'm getting a striped effect. This is a free effect. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Well, okay. All right. Let's see. The house. Will it sell soon? I get soulfulness when I split the deck, and I get queen. I feel like there's a woman maybe that this is meant for. And it could also just be you as well. But I have somebody specifically that will like this house. I think I felt like that before, that a female would buy it off you for some reason. I could be totally wrong. Let me know if I end up being right. Helps me with my confirmation. Explorer. Yeah, I feel like there is someone that has going to be drawn that's coming. Communion. Yes, there's someone that this place is meant for. And I feel like it's a woman, and I don't think that she's from that area, or she might just be have been there maybe a couple of years, but still relatively kind of new, maybe. Feeling something like that. But definitely, I feel like there's a feminine energy that will want that place. And I mean, like, she's going to be like, nobody else can have it. And this is meant for her. Mother. Is it an expecting mother? Sunshine girl. Very radiant woman. I believe you're going to sell this to a woman. And it's meant for her. And it's going to take what it's going to take, apparently. And I don't think it will take long. When she gets her scopes on, she's going to want. Because there's communion. She has some sort of, you can tell her this if she's open to it. It looks like she has some sort of a spiritual connection to that land. She may have lived there in the past, a past life, and she's meant to be there. So that's really cool to know that you will be selling it, I think, to a woman that it's really, really ideal for. Nurtures, that will take care of it and appreciate the land it sits on. And intuition, so and somebody that's very empathic, or probably likes animals a lot and that kind of thing. So let me know how that goes. Hey, creative intuitive. Oh, we got to hear about these pork chops. Faye, thanks for stopping in. Okay, I'm carrying on to Chris's question. This one was very interesting. I appreciate you entrusting me to read on this, Chris. Chris's sister was murdered back in February 2006. Her name is Talisa Reynolds. And I believe her birthday, it was December 25th, 1982. And he was wondering if she has anything to tell him. Where am I? Where am I? There I am. I know. I can't eat until after the chat. I can't. I just get too. It's just a thing. It's a me thing. All right. You then probably hear my gurgling stomach like you do throughout most of my videos. And I'm glad I'm not the only one that has this happen. I've been watching other readers' videos, catching some, and it's like, good. I am not alone. Okay. So this is the last question, but I still have time going. So we'll kick around some other stuff. My ear is itching right there. So this is Chris's sister. So I'm going to dial into Talisa Reynolds, and I'm going to see if she has anything she wishes to share with him, in regards to the way she may have passed, and just in general. Just going to give her the floor, so to speak. So, Chris, I'm going to ask your sister, Talisa. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. It's a pretty name. Talisa Reynolds. Talisa Reynolds. Talisa Reynolds. I'm asking my spiritual mentors to connect us. When I say us, I mean me and my mentors, and you guys too, of course, you're here with me, to hers and to her. And I ask her to use this deck to relate any message she wishes to you, Chris, in regard to her case, or just in general. What is her message to you? Talisa Reynolds. Talisa Reynolds. Talisa. Talisa Reynolds. I hear her saying, don't be afraid. And I was not going to give much credence to that because I've been listening to some music earlier where there was lyrics in that, but I'll put it out there. So I'm just Talisa. It's Chris. All right. Sunshine Girl. Okay. She's at peace. She's at a place of beauty. She wants you to know that. And to make note of the beauty that surrounds her. She is not in a place of suffering or difficulty. She wants you to remember her now as radiant on the other side. And as I'm saying that, I'm getting hit in the eyes with some sunlight. And we get Sunshine Girl. And I think that's her coming through for real. That's crazy. Serendipity. Oh, she's laughing at this. She's like, yeah, serendipity. You've got the sunlight. I was just thinking, how crazy is it that the sun's light would just be hitting me right in the eyes as the Sunshine Girl comes out and card, and her saying it. Well, in the next card, I'm thinking, well, it's meant to happen. It's like serendipity, and then serendipity. She's definitely bringing through. And also on the serendipity card, it says home. So she is at home. She is in a bright, beautiful place. And she is at using my words and my situation as a way to confirm, I feel like, that she's here for you. That was crazy. That she's developed her timing enough. Home again. She's repeating the aspect of home, family. And it's beautiful on the other side, and kindred. And that they are at peace. And they definitely get your messages. And they're much more aware than you're probably aware that they're aware, Chris, that they surround you. The feeling I'm getting with home and kindred is just your immediate family, and then your extended family. And it's just like and your ancestors too. So it's like your immediate, and it feels like it's expanding. And she's aware of it in her realm, of course. You may not be so much in this. And so she's wanting to bring family forward to you, immediate, the smaller immediate family, and the extended. She's bringing that all around. I'll show you the cards. They're really beautiful. Lots of positive love, energy, and sunlight. Just these beams of light. It's just really soft, beautiful. And mother, also your mother. That may make some kind of sense to you. Also, let's see what that's going to get paired up with flow. So it's like a very maternal flow of energy also that she's pressing forth. She's not wanting to, it looks like, potentially go into her passing. Just doesn't look like it to me. She wants to focus on her now. And I feel like she's being showing me that no worries, Sharon, that sunshine girl, serendipity, flow, mother, home, kindred, that she's safe. Okay. Above all things, that she's safe and she's with family. And it's a different place there. It's ideal. This is a world has duality. There, no, it's brightness. And it's for healing. And friendship. She's extending her friendship towards you. And I was just, this is crazy. Now this happened, duality. I was just speaking about the nature of duality and the difference between realms. So if you think of that realm that they're in, it's like right next to us, but it's the exact opposite. We have duality in this world. To me, their realm is a higher vibration, so it does not have the dark aspect. So I hope that's really helpful. That's so amazing to get that during a reading. Just as I was, talking about it. They know that you have a longing, okay, missing them, but just know that they're there, that they are there. And soulfulness. This means feel them in your heart. That means you have to open up your heart and wait for a little while until you kind of rest a moment and sense and pull them in. Ask them to come in, just like you would invite them into your home if they were physically here. Because you will have a very, I think, poignant experience, Chris, if you do that. I think it's also very healing. Dreamer, also stuff through dreams. I cannot hang on to stuff today. It's like somebody greased my fingers. Okay, this is about being a dreamer and union. They come to you, or will be coming to you if they haven't already in your dream time. And if they haven't yet come, it may mean that you just need to have a little bit more quiet time to still your mind and to invite them in. We get so much going through our head, so much, I got to do this. And a lot of brain clutter. So you just need to make space in your mind, in your heart for them, and connect and just make that connection. Just telepathically, whatever way, just sit there and send out the message and just sit there quietly. Maybe when you're resting in the bath or something like that. I know sometimes if you live with other people, even when you don't, that still time can be really hard to find. So that's why I'm suggesting that. And definitely, I think you will have something through dream time, big time. At some point, there's a connection. And I think they're able to connect with you through the dream time. Mystic, you have some kind of ability to channel and mediumship yourself. It's just the opportunity that you need to develop it, I feel like. You don't have to look to other people. Sometimes it's really hard when it's too close to home, so I totally understand that. But from this message, they want you, Chris, to develop your own channel skills. They're very powerful, very strong, and I think they want to work with you. Okay, your family wants to work with you, and particularly your sister. You guys had a unique bond. I think really understood each other, had each other's back, down deep. So you don't need to think that you've ever lost that connection. It's just different. And I believe they really want you to take up the opportunity to learn how to receive the messages more clearly for yourself, your own skills, that you've got this ability, you know? You just need to nurture it. And it's like your sister's like, come on, work with me. I will help you to develop this skill. She's very keen. And she wants you to know she's very much alive. Do not think of her as dead. And that's her, she's not, she's very much alive, just in a different way. Not here in this realm, but as she noted, and I cannot believe you got such a great confirmation about the nature of the duality, and that she's able to exist in a realm where that is, the evil crap isn't happening. Thank you so much, Creative Intuitive. I really appreciate it. YouTube has been bouncing my subscription numbers again. I just noticed that. It's like, wish they wouldn't do that. I will make sure that I'm subscribed to yours too. I like to support everyone. So, Chris, that's what I'm getting from your sister. I hope that is helpful. And just if you need to, play it again and listen to it. And let me know what you think. Okay? Well, those are the questions that I have for today. Let me just double check. Yep. I'm just going to roll this again and make sure. Okay, Creative Intuitive, I see your question. I caught that. Good thing I did that. Should I be doing more spiritual workshops and videos? Oh, great. That's a juicy question. I like that one. Let's take a look. My unvarnished opinion is yes. Let me just get more work for you. Sign you up for more work. YouTube is tough. It is really hard. Does she have anything she wants you to tell her daughter? Let me see. And I will look at your thing here in a minute. Creative Intuitive. Hold on, let me just see. Let me just get to Lisa. Do you have anything you want to share with your daughter? What would you like to share with, what do you want your brother to share with your daughter? Thanks for being patient, Creative Intuitive. The artist. Does her daughter have a creative talent? If she doesn't think she does, She might want to look into that, because this shows that she's encouraging her creativity and her free thinking for herself. She wants her to be a strong young woman that knows her creative value and knows her value as a human being. Wisdom. Mm-hmm. She says she communicates with her. Serenity. She's got a very deep connection with her. And she, especially when they go out in nature to places that they used to go to, she's with them. Communion. She's saying, let her know I'm always with her. I'm her mother. And I am always with her. And more mindfully for her when we are in an area that was a beautiful area or a special place of beauty, and she thinks of me, I'm already there in serenity. Longing, she knows she's missed, but she'll see her again. It's just a temporary, divide. Soulfulness. She wants her to develop her compassion and her self-worth, to really be a soulful person, to be a caring person, but also a woman that's strong enough not to let people take advantage of her. And she sees her as becoming that woman. Opportunity and nurture. And to do the same for her children that she might want to have in the future, to make sure they have opportunities to develop and grow, and to develop empathy for other people. And I'll give her 2 more cards. She says rising. This makes me feel like, and meditation, that she needs to meditate as well. She's got some sort of an ability. Again, I did get that at the beginning when she said, I talked to her. And then the communion card and all that stuff started coming in. So she's definitely acknowledging even more that she has, maybe like yourself, Chris, a mediumistic compartment that if you develop, and learn to trust and flex that muscle, work it out, there's discernment of messages and being able to communicate. Queen, yeah, she wants a strong young woman that is family based, that loves her family and knows that her family, both, and she's saying in this world and the next, have got her back. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Kimberly. Thank you. You're welcome. I know you do, Chris, and I know that you needed to hear this. And it's a pleasure to give that. So let me just get to creative intuitive and the more workshops. Let me just get to that. Okay. Did I put that up or no? All right, let me copy. Go the right way. Okay, here we go. Creative intuitive, and thank you so much. All right, so let's take a look. YouTube is really hard. It's more a question of enduring, it seems like. Anytime you get any kind of significant gain, you're lucky if you're able to keep it. Or they start chiseling away at it. And I wish they would not do that. And they've definitely done it. I was up a point and they just took it, took me back to a lower number. And it's just like, forget it. Just not going to look at it for a while. So let's see about the workshops and videos. It also takes time to establish yourself on here. It takes a few years. And even then, it's tough. Until you get, past, I think, like a 10,000 mark or something. You really, heck, I would be happy at 8. But I'm okay with where I'm at, too. I'm just kind of like, Let's see what we get, though. What's the advice for Kim? More videos and workshops involvement? How does this look for her? Developing, pulling people's interest in. What does she need to do? I was just doing this for myself, actually right before you. It's wild. I have 99 followers. I'm been primarily on Facebook. Yeah, because it's really hard to spin. You're spinning this platform. You're having to, and then to try to get more of them up in the air at the same time. It's kind of crazy. Why would they do that? I don't know. That's what I would want to know. I think it's like you being stingy with your perks. It used to take you up to 1,000 people to get, I think, what was it, monetized, be able to get monetized and have super chat, something like that. And definitely your wall. Now they realize that that is a basic thing, and that they've dropped to 500. But it was so hard for me just to get my community tab. That I had to get 1,000 people, and with them doing this numbers game on me. I don't know what the deal is. I've complained to them, and I highly recommend making a record of it, if nothing else. And I do it through their online chat help, which is the only way you get to talk to somebody that doesn't have a lot of authority, but you can try. And I think it's important to try, at least for your own mind. So I've done that. Might do it again. Okay, let's take a look. Thank you so much. Anua, AB. I can't wrap my mouth around it. I swear to God. Put the hi Tara. Put the camera on, and I'm hi Jay. And I can't speak. So let's take a look at what Spirit wants to say that you need to do to boost. What you can do to boost. What you need to know. What you can do, and what you need to just Let's see. Creative, intuitive. Creative, intuitive. Creative, intuitive. Creative, intuitive. And I'll definitely subscribe after I get off of here, if I'm not already. I should be. I think I did, but I'll make sure. Hi, Dean. Okay. Creative, intuitive. How can they boost their channel? Do they need to do more videos and workshops? What's the message? Because YouTube is tough. Okay. We get King. I think it's patience, sweetie. I really do. And creating a nest, building. And YouTube is the one that blows your little nest pieces away, and you have to go back out and get them and put them back in. So everybody, please subscribe to Creative Intuitive. If you can pop open another tab and do that. Let's give her a boost. Okay. And look, there's help. They're just saying, you know what? Create your nest. Do what you want to do. If you want to do more videos, just do it. Do what you want to do. Damn it. I see others coming in to help you. Like I will be more than happy to have you on if you next Sunday if you want. I have it open, or Thursday, this Thursday, true crime. More than welcome to join the my live next time. You want to jump on. It's also the need to be patient and network with other people, other readers. And I get you're going to get so much more out of that you won't even care as much. And we have to care because these numbers. It's easy to say don't worry about it, but no, we do have to kind of watch it. And it's so friggin' challenging. A lot of people don't understand about it. And this is the fox. This is that trickster crap energy. What was I telling you? They cut you numbers. They do tricky, sneaky stuff. It's not just my imagination, which, by the way, trust me, I have read several times on what's going on. Why is my channel having this problem? Yeah. And that's connected to the storyteller. And that to me is the channel. And maybe because of this kind of channel, it might also be, I don't know, make sure that you got it down as, I'm sure you've got that as entertainment and all that good stuff. Thank you, Creative Intuitive. We get longing, definitely can relate to that. It's like, I'm longing to get the perks. I'm longing to get stable numbers. Hello? Again, it's falling under the try to be patient card of the king. That is you holding it down. You will build it and they will come, but you're going to need help from some of your reader neighbors here, like me and others. And that's wise because that's what we're supposed to do. We help each other out. There's issues with the channel. Yeah, you're not imagining it, the fox, it's tricky. Okay. And it's unseen. So it's like, is it YouTube or is it just me? Makes you start to doubt your own freaking sanity. It's them. It's them. I tell you, it's them. It really is. If you start noticing like more than a couple numbers or something, an unnatural loss, you're going to know. And it just, it's recommending solitude and enriching, not allowing it to steal your energy while it's bumpy, while you're in the longing position. So again, that is solitude. And make sure that you do a lot of, this is what I'm doing. I can just tell you, you do a lot of work on not allowing it to get you down or to think that you're not good enough, etc. Just hang in there and network with more readers. And fierce, you have a strength and you have a unique gift. So you just have to hold it down and hang in for the long haul, and just shine your light anyways. And try to not worry about it too much. Princess of the Borderland, you're in a kind of a strange zone. You're like right at the precipice, right? So I feel like it is the need to be patient. And you have a story, you have a way of expressing that needs to be seen. Do not pack up shop. You have a unique gift, especially in between worlds. Probably mediumship is my guess. Claire, a lot of clairaudience and this kind of thing. Is that right? Travel and serendipity. Allow things to develop. I think that you can do. If you feel like it's saying, if you feel like making those videos, doing those workshops, if that is where your passion lies and you're excited to do, then do that. If it's not, don't do that. Don't make it harder for yourself. Make it something that no matter the numbers, you're just enjoy doing, and just try and focus as much as you can on that. And link up, work with other people. Then we start to see the energy loosen up a little bit, and I feel like get more energy behind it, setting sail. Mm-hmm. Then your channel is going to, I think, stabilize for at least a little while. Frozen explorer. You just have to go through the difficult cold spots in this time, and just keep exploring what makes you the one thing it will do is make you focus on doing stuff that you really enjoy. It's like, well, if they're going to take my numbers away, at least I'm not going to waste my time on anything that I don't enjoy doing. So I see you doing that. And if you come from that approach, I think you keep a lot of, again, exploration of what you want to do, creative, intuitive. You don't lock yourself down to something, and just allow it to work for you. Don't make it be your master. And it's so easy to say that, but I know what it'll do, and it'll put your emotions all over the place. And it's just, that's really not, I really am not grateful about that with YouTube. It's like, nobody needs that. So I think it's saying, let's look and see, since I have extra time, I can put this on me. Let's ask what they recommend for you to develop, how to develop, what would be like a good, just a little advice, like a niche that you might have. It's so hard to read on yourself sometimes. What am I saying? All the time. And that's the other reason it's good to reach out. It's really been beneficial for me, and I know other people say the same. So just branch out. You're meeting a lot of other readers here, and let them know. Be forward. Let them know that you want to come on their show, and get in there and do it. And you'll get hands-on experience, and those gifts start to really take off. Yes, you should, Chris. I would just sit very quietly. You can get a deck. Look, maybe that'll be part of the fun. Look for a deck that draws you, that resonates with you. Make it a research thing that you're going to do this, and that you're going to invite your father to sit with you for an hour or whatever. If you want to, I highly recommend getting some cards that speak to you, and that's kind of fun to do that. And the best way is for you to do it, because you can answer what cards would resonate best with you. Or maybe it wouldn't be cards. Maybe it would be runes. I don't know. Maybe there's heritage or tradition that come in place that you might want to consider too. But I think that you can begin now. There's no reason why you have to wait. And just speak to him, your family, and work with them now. And you can make it a little thing that you do before you go to bed, that you sit with an hour and you light a candle, and unless you have a problem falling asleep with the lit candle, don't do that. But you can also get the little tea lights that are on batteries. Those are very nice. And just set your environment. Get some incense that you like. If you can't have that, then obviously don't. Let's get clarity, though, too, for you, creative, intuitive. Let me just see what your niche is as well. Creative, intuitive's niche. What area should she particularly pay attention to that maybe she isn't There's something there. What's the message? What can she do? There's solitude. Okay, this is the second time we got solitude for you. So there's going to be something, I think, that comes from go and be still type of thing again, and joy. Again, it has to be something that you've wanted to do that excites your heart, where your passion lies. So, and it deals with the home. I see the home. Maybe it's blessing energy, how to bless your home, because it feels like you're putting energy into a home. So I think it's like, it feels like teaching people how they can, or giving them ideas how you do it, and then they can take how you do it and make it their own. I really do feel like this is to do with the home space, the home environment. Maybe you're really good at setting that up and setting the mood and teaching others how to go in solitude and how to enjoy actually doing it and not like dread it. There's a change that will come about. There's a real metamorphosis that's going to be a game changer for you. So you need solitude. Okay. They've given us twice that for you, creative, intuitive, so that you can connect to your joy. Look at the radiance of the house. It's just like making it all cozy. Something about having your own space, maybe your own room or area of a room where you lived for your spiritual accoutrement. Yes. And a place for you to meditate that other people do not or will not be in. You know, it's an intention, an area of intention that is special. That's what I'm feeling, like a physical place, so that there is joy and there's like clearance. There isn't, it's about keeping, I think, an area clean, changing it, metamorphosizing. Travel. Now, this to me with the travel is going further, but not necessarily just physical distance, unless you have to in order to get away and get joy. Maybe that's part of what some people have to do. Whatever it is, do it. But there is some kind of change that you will definitely note in development. But solitude is key, and having a positive, joyful space. And that might mean that you need to make sure that the space reflects your joy or reflects the kind of color I'm feeling again. And I'm feeling, you know, that you can shift your consciousness. What would help you to do that? There's going to be a great deal of change that comes with that. And I feel like you broaden your horizons. Neighbor, and loss. I feel like there's a neighbor who may have undergone some kind of loss you might cross paths with. You might help them. Yeah, balance. And maybe you could do some sort of ritualistic work or prayer work or energy work with them. Intuition, you're going to know what to do when they tell you, when they talk to you. So look for that. That's definitely interesting, creative, intuitive. You have a 4-year-old. Yes, I can see exactly why we got the solitude. Mommy needs mommy time, as much as we love them. But I definitely see it doesn't matter if it's just a little corner, you know, have that and say, you know, that's mom's spot, you know, please don't get in there and climb around. And I just feel like this is going to help you a lot. There's something about that helps you to shift your consciousness. And I feel like you're going to start to open up and balance, working on balance with your intuition, because you literally got, let me just show you those cards, because I'm also a very visual person. The tree one is balance, and intuition is the peachy, pinky, sunny card. So start doing some work, I think, in this kind of way, creating sacred space and teaching maybe other people how to do it. It looks like you're going to cross paths, like I said, maybe with a neighbor or somebody that's near that's lost or lost. I don't know if it's a spirit that may not know that they passed. That's possible. but I see you helping them in some way. Thinker. Okay. Telepathic energy is what I just got with that. And the artist. I feel like you have your own. I think that you're gifted with being able to create space. You help others heal from trauma. Sister friend, that's what you need to throw your shingle out. I help others heal from trauma. Yes, this is the story cards by Kathy Nichols, Nichols, off Etsy. And that is what you're meant to do. That is your calling. And it is meant to help others within that come across your path. I feel like whether it's in the internet or elsewhere, to deal with their loss. And I see think out of the box and help them to think out of the box. Otherwise, it feels like the same old rut. Let's see what else we get. This is fun. Healing. You really do help others heal from their trauma. And even when things, in the middle of things, when things are still cold or things are still uncomfortable, there is a comfort that you provide that's unique. Waiting. People are just actually waiting for someone to do this. This is a really important need. So maybe flesh out some ideas this way of how you could do that. Yeah, absolutely, with videos, and enjoy yourself in the process. Oh my goodness, yes, I wanted to help I wanted to help people create sacred spaces within themselves. And I do that through hypnotherapy, a meditation, and I wanted to create more videos for that here. Well, the answer is absolutely. Go for it. The answer is like, you know the answer, but you just needed someone to confirm it for you. And I totally get that too, because you have tremendous skill. Let's see what else we get for you. Then release your fears. You know, there's the little dark bird there that's with the balloon. Release. And reclaim your power. Anything that makes you fear adventuring, trying something, and that's a part of you that's trying to censor yourself, you need to let that stuff go. Let the fear go and embrace your wildflower. The thing that makes you uniquely you. Because you have unique abilities. And there's nobody else in this world that will be able to do it exactly like you. So don't be mean to yourself. Because you're meant to do this work. Nature boy. I think that's your nature. Do you have a son? And mother. And it's a good environment for your son too. He looks like he'll grow up more well adjusted if you have a son. I'm not sure, but I get nature boy and I get mother, and I feel like that's you and your son. Princess of the Borderland. He has the ability as well, or they have the ability, your child. Yes, it says. Oh. Thank you so much. That's so funny because I was just reading on this stuff and I agree with you. I agree with you. Well, let's get together and do some lives because I'm in the same situation. They're doing the same thing. So that would be really fun. And I will how about next Sunday? And you can just take some time and think about what you want to say or whatever, unless you're like me and you go, just flap my seat in my pants. But my brother's a Sagittarius and my midheaven is Sagittarius. So you probably can relate to that energy well. So we'll work together. That's really cool. And we'll get your numbers up, and there's a blessing. There's a present within that. Even though we're in a difficult circumstance, it can be a present, that we meet other people. It forces us out of our comfort zone to have to go and look and go, hey, I exist over here. Hi, IT guy. How are you? That is so funny. He is telepathic. That's what I saw because I got that he has the Princess of the Borderlands card too, which to me is um, you know, that's so funny. So it confirms that. Like you didn't need it, but it's nice when it comes up because then you go like, we all need that. Creative, intuitive. I'm a Sagittarius too. Hey, Chris, that's great. It's important that you exercise that energy. Really is, because we get very frustrated if we don't have a vehicle of expression, of creative spiritual expression. And these channels are great, but it can make you definitely unhappy if when the games that they play, and that's normal. It never makes me happy when they play those games with my channel. But I see, go for it. You're good. You're good. Yes, we are better together. It's really true. And you know what? Our energies, lots of other readers here will attest that when we get and we read together, it's like, it really energizes. And that's what's really good. Some people just have a better flow. And there's all kinds of people here that you can read along with, creative, intuitive. Ron and Jay and, oh my goodness, Sheila, intuitive, that will help your numbers. That's how our numbers get help, is when people really do. There is a lot of people that like it when we collaborate. So, my numbers are always better after I do a collaboration. So that's, I think, kind of what they push us to do. Out of interest, I am too shy to have a channel. Why do they mess with you guys? I don't think it's just me. I think it's just anyone that has a channel. I think it's just kind of maybe the nuts and bolts of their algorithms that get changed. I'm not quite sure why they do that. There must be some benefit to them, but I think that it happens to most people. And I wonder about different countries. I noticed, like Australia, um, they their channels seem to just take off and do like wildfire and get an enormous amount of numbers. So I wonder, you guys, about if different YouTube from, if there's differences. There must be. I am sweating now. I feel real energized right now, and it came from nowhere. Is that normal? That's because you're opening up, Chris. And when you open up just a little bit and you're with other people that have this ability, whether they know it or not, it heightens. And so it's like an amplifier, if you will. And so if you're paying attention and you're tuning your needle, so to speak, into this station, you know what I'm saying? It picks up and amplifies. That's my opinion anyway, of how that works. And you can get either energized or you can get drained. And when you're around responsible people that deal with their energy well, you will feel energized and like, excitement, because your energy level gets lifted. And it's just about being aware. It is just about being aware of it. It really is. Okay, you guys. Well, we're rolling at exactly the 2-hour mark, and I'm just going to finish this out because I am sweating. Oh, you've never felt it? Yes, that energize, that feels like you just had a double espresso. That is truly, it's a spiritual energy. And when you get around other people, that can happen. And that's usually when you've got quality, or people that you just resonate well with. People that are sweaty like me. Sorry. Carmela, Bacchiano, at least in the U.S. Oh, the differences is that only drama and fear in these times is what you do. Well, yes, I totally agree with that. If you have a channel that's not, you know, backstabbing and that kind of stuff, that's what they want. It's kind of like the radio, you know, how radio used to actually be good. Well, you know, now they don't even have that, but you just need to bring your own in and build it. They truly will come. And you just had the hardest thing is enduring and enduring the nonsense of the platforms. But it's worth sticking it out because there are people here that you will connect with that. Let's say it's not a huge number. As long as it's a nice, tidy number that you've got good perks, right? That's what we want. So stick it out because that's the thing. You don't want to do at least another 2 lives. No, not right now. I mean, I could. I'm so energized, but I know what's better for me. Right now, I've done that, and then I've like been exhausted the next day. So I know how. That's the other thing. Figuring out where your limits are and where you are good, where you can push, you know, and then acknowledging that. So I acknowledge that my readings after this number for right now, because I like to read, you know, I do well with getting some oxygen and listening to music, you guys. I don't often always go to like another reader's site, even though a part of me really wants to. There's a part of me that knows the drill. It's like, no, you got to decompress. And then I'll go listen to metal. I'll listen to jazz. You know, I love all kinds of different music. So music is my thing. It's good to know. Yeah. And you know, because I'm no good. It will be embarrassing. And if I'm not trying to do my best for you guys, making sure my energy is good, honoring that. Another live. Yes, Dean. How about Thursday for true crime at 1? Dun, dun, dun. So we'll do that, you guys. Okay. Thank you so much for those of you that donated. And thank you. That reminds me. Thank you, P44 Chippo. I need to put the artisan, I need to put her name up here. Anyway, I got these off of Etsy if you want to know. And they are hand beaded. And I can't remember what tribe she's from, but they're beautiful. She does beautiful work. And you know what? I have, just for you guys, barely an earlobe. So this is really light and the beads are good. That's a good point. You could spend 100% of your time watching other readers, but that would burn me out. It does. I can't do it. Even when I want to sometimes, and it can be annoying. It's like, but I really want, and it's just like, no go. It won't work. So I don't know about other people, but that's what happens to me. And then I love it when I can, because like recently I just found another reader, and I post other readers' lives up and stuff when I find them, because we all need help. And I think that it's good to have good readers comment when they see another good reader and help each other out. Oh, but you don't get off work at that time. Well, but we'll do it again. We could make another time. Just let me know. Let me know what your schedule's like, and we'll schedule a certain one in. You did miss your question. It looks good, Talon. I get that a lady is going to buy your place, and just you're waiting. It's really connected to her. I keep getting a woman, so play it back, and you'll see. I got to it. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign you out with some Reiki Chi. And now Chris is going to feel really energized. Thursday. Can't wait. Thanks so much. I think my father brought us together. I'm sure. Because spirit will do that. The first time I watched you this last week and you helped me with my dad. See, a lot of times I don't fully remember. There's so much that it's truly stream of thought that also sometimes I have to, if I'm going to watch, I have to watch my own to see how I can make it better, see what I can do to make it even better. And that's really it. It's like, these are a lot of work. So you're going to be selling your home to a lady. Hang in there. Don't worry, Talon. It's coming. Thank you so much, you guys. I hope that you enjoy the replay, and I'll see you Thursday, and I'll see you Sunday. And I might see it in between if I'm somewhere else. If I have to go look at my email now. I'll do that in a little bit. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for making my life a success.